The Watchers were powerful celestial beings mentioned in ancient texts. They appear prominently in the Book of Enoch, a non-canonical Jewish text. These beings were originally sent by God to watch over humanity. They were meant to be guardians, ensuring that mankind followed divine law. However, their story took a dark turn, leading to their downfall. The Watchers descended to earth and became entangled with human affairs. Their interactions with mortals changed history forever. Their story is one of rebellion, forbidden knowledge, and divine punishment. The Book of Enoch describes the Watchers as angels who abandoned their heavenly duties. Instead of observing mankind, they lusted after human women and took them as wives. From these unions came the Nephilim, giant offspring with great strength. These hybrid beings were feared and caused chaos on earth. The Watchers not only defied God's commands but also taught forbidden knowledge. They revealed secrets of warfare, sorcery, and forbidden sciences. This corruption led to widespread violence and evil among mankind. Their actions provoked divine wrath, sealing their fate. The leader of the Watchers was Semjasa, a powerful angel. Under his command, 200 angels swore an oath to descend together. They knew their actions were sinful, but they proceeded anyway. The Watchers arrived on Mount Hermon, where they made their pact. Each of them took a human wife, creating an unnatural bloodline. They introduced humanity to weapons, magic, and astrology. What was once sacred knowledge became tools of destruction. The world soon became filled with sin and corruption. The children of the Watchers, the Nephilim, were giants with insatiable hunger. They ravaged the land, consuming crops and livestock. When food ran scarce, they turned to cannibalism. Their violence and wickedness spread fear across the earth. The Watchers, blinded by their desires, did nothing to stop them. Instead, they continued to corrupt mankind with forbidden wisdom. They taught men the cutting of roots and the art of seduction. The world had fallen into darkness, beyond redemption. God saw the corruption and sent the archangels to intervene. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel were commanded to cleanse the earth. They were to imprison the Watchers and destroy their wicked offspring. The Nephilim, the giant abominations, were wiped out in a divine purge. The Watchers were bound in chains and cast into the abyss. Their cries echoed as they realized their fate. The flood of Noah was sent to cleanse the earth. Only Noah and his family were spared, chosen to restore humanity. The Watchers were imprisoned in the depths of the earth. The abyss, also called Tartarus, became their eternal prison. They would remain bound until the final judgment. Their leader, Semjasa, was condemned along with them. Some texts say that Azazel, another Watcher, was blamed for humanity's corruption. He was cast into a desert pit, covered with stones. His name became associated with sin and atonement. The Watchers who once ruled as gods had fallen from grace. The story of the Watchers raises many questions. Were they simply mythological beings, or did they truly exist? Some believe the Watchers were extraterrestrial visitors mistaken for angels. Others argue they were fallen angels who rebelled against divine order. Their influence on early human civilizations is a subject of debate. Ancient cultures across the world speak of sky beings teaching mankind. Could these accounts be connected to the Watchers? The mystery of their existence continues to intrigue scholars. Some researchers link the Watchers to Sumerian and Mesopotamian myths. The Anunnaki, ancient deities from Sumerian texts, share similarities with them. Like the Watchers, the Anunnaki were sky beings who interacted with humans. They were said to have taught mankind advanced knowledge and civilization. Some suggest that the Watchers and Anunnaki might be the same entities. Could the Watchers have influenced early human civilizations? The parallels between these myths suggest a shared origin. The connection between them remains an open question. The influence of the Watchers can be seen in various mythologies. Ancient texts from different cultures speak of beings who descended from the heavens. The Greek Titans, the Egyptian gods, and the Hindu devas all share similarities. These celestial beings interacted with humans, teaching them science, warfare, and magic. Could these stories be distorted memories of the Watchers? Many ancient structures, like the pyramids and megaliths, are linked to divine knowledge. Were the Watchers responsible for some of these advancements? Their legacy may still shape the world today. Some believe that the Watchers were watching over more than just humans. They may have also influenced the fallen world of pre-flood civilizations. Ancient ruins, such as those at Göbekli Tepe, hint at a lost, advanced society. Did the Watchers help humans build these early structures? Their knowledge of architecture, astronomy, and metallurgy suggests so. The Book of Enoch states that they taught men secrets of the heavens. This knowledge was not meant for mortals but was stolen from the divine. It led to the corruption of the earth. The Nephilim, the hybrid offspring of the Watchers, left a lasting impact. Some speculate that legends of giants, such as the Cyclops and Goliath, stem from them. Could these stories be remnants of real encounters with Nephilim? The Bible describes giants in multiple passages, suggesting their presence. Some believe that remnants of the Nephilim bloodline survived the flood. Could their descendants still walk among us? The possibility raises questions about ancient genetics and lost civilizations. The Watchers' sins may have echoed long after their imprisonment. The Watchers were not just teachers, but also rebels against divine law. Their defiance against God was not just about lust, but also power. They sought to elevate themselves above their Creator, much like Lucifer. Some sources suggest that they desired to create their own order on earth. Their knowledge gave them influence, turning them into gods among men. But power led to corruption, and corruption led to their downfall. Their punishment was meant to serve as a warning. No being could challenge divine authority without consequences. Some believe that the Watchers may still be influencing humanity today. Though they were imprisoned, could their knowledge have survived? Ancient secret societies claim to possess forbidden wisdom from celestial beings. Occult traditions often reference hidden truths revealed by fallen spirits. Could these teachings be remnants of the Watchers' influence? Many believe that their knowledge never truly disappeared. It may have been passed down through mystery schools and esoteric traditions. If so, their presence still lingers in human civilization. The Watchers are also linked to end-time prophecies. The Book of Enoch states that they will rise again in the last days. Some interpret this as their return before the final judgment. Could their ancient knowledge resurface to deceive mankind once more? The Book of Revelation speaks of fallen angels released from the abyss. Are these the Watchers returning to influence humanity? If so, their impact could shape the fate of the world. Their rebellion may not be over yet. The Dead Sea Scrolls contain fragments referring to the Watchers. These ancient texts validate their existence outside the Book of Enoch. Even early Christian writers, such as Tertullian and Justin Martyr, mentioned them. Why was their story removed from the Bible? Some believe their account was too controversial. It revealed knowledge about fallen angels, forbidden sciences, and corruption. Could their removal have been an attempt to erase uncomfortable truths? If so, their story is more important than we realize. Despite their sins, some believe the Watchers were not purely evil. They sought knowledge and wished to share it with humanity. Could their actions have been driven by a misguided sense of compassion? They gave humans knowledge that helped them grow, but at a cost. The line between wisdom and corruption is thin. Their actions brought both progress and destruction to mankind. Their punishment, however, was absolute, with no chance for redemption. They remain imprisoned, awaiting the final judgment. The Watchers are a reminder of the dangers of forbidden knowledge. Their story is one of power, rebellion, and consequence. It warns against the pursuit of wisdom beyond what is allowed. Their fall from grace is a tragic tale of angels who became prisoners. Whether viewed as myth, history, or prophecy, their legacy endures. Their influence can still be seen in ancient myths and religious texts. Perhaps their story is meant to caution us against repeating their mistakes. The Watchers may be gone, but their lesson remains. The Watchers' story has fascinated scholars, theologians, and researchers for centuries. Their actions reshaped the course of human history and spirituality. Were they merely fallen angels, or did they have a greater purpose? Some believe that their interference was not entirely evil. They gave humanity tools that advanced civilization in ways unimaginable. However, their actions also led to corruption, war, and destruction. The duality of their influence makes their legacy complex. Even in their downfall, their knowledge remained with mankind. Some believe that remnants of the Watchers' forbidden knowledge can still be found. Ancient texts speak of lost sciences, alchemy, and celestial mysteries. Could these be traces of the Watchers' teachings? Some secret societies claim to possess wisdom passed down from them. If true, this knowledge has shaped the world in hidden ways. The Watchers may have disappeared, but their influence lingers. Their actions shape the rise and fall of civilizations throughout history. The echoes of their rebellion can still be heard. The Watchers' punishment serves as a divine warning. Their imprisonment in the abyss was meant to prevent further corruption. But could some of them have escaped? Some ancient traditions suggest that not all Watchers were bound. Certain texts hint that a few continued to walk the earth. If so, their presence may have continued to shape human destiny. Legends of mysterious teachers, fallen gods, and supernatural beings may point to them. Their influence could still be guiding the course of history. The story of the Watchers is deeply connected to the mystery of human origins. The knowledge they shared altered humanity's path forever. They introduced ideas that set civilizations on the course of technological advancement. But was their interference truly necessary? Some believe that without them, humanity would have remained primitive. Others argue that their teachings led to suffering and destruction. Did the Watchers accelerate human progress, or did they bring about its doom? The answer may be hidden in ancient texts and legends. Many religious traditions speak of divine beings descending to teach mankind. The Watchers were not the only ones said to have interacted with humans. Were they part of a larger cosmic plan, or rogue agents of change? The fact that similar stories appear across cultures is intriguing. Ancient Egypt, Sumer, and Greece all have accounts of gods mingling with humans. Could these stories all trace back to the Watchers? The idea that divine beings shaped human civilization is a recurring theme. Perhaps the Watchers were just one part of a larger celestial narrative. The Watchers' story is not just about rebellion and punishment, it is about consequences. They acted outside of divine law and suffered greatly for it. Their story mirrors the fall of Lucifer and his angels. Both accounts describe heavenly beings who defied their creator. Was their rebellion purely about desire, or was there something more? Some believe that the Watchers sought to create a new order. If so, their actions were not just about love for humans, but about power. They may have wanted to rule as gods on earth. The Nephilim, the offspring of the Watchers, were a tragedy of creation. These giants were powerful but flawed, caught between two worlds. They were neither fully human nor fully divine. Many cultures have legends of half-god, half-human beings. The Greek demigods, the Norse Jotun, and the Hindu Rakshasas all resemble the Nephilim. Were these myths inspired by real beings? If so, then the Watchers' actions left a mark that extended beyond the biblical narrative. The presence of these beings may have shaped global mythology. The ancient flood myths may hold clues to the Watchers' legacy. Nearly every culture has a story of a great flood. The Epic of Gilgamesh, the biblical flood, and Hindu deluge myths all share common elements. They describe divine punishment for corruption on earth. Could these floods have been meant to wipe out the Nephilim and the Watchers' influence? If so, then the Watchers did not just alter history, they forced the divine hand. The world had to be reset because of their actions. The Gnostic tradition offers a different perspective on the Watchers. Some Gnostic texts portray them not as evil, but as liberators. They believe that the Watchers gave humanity the knowledge to break free from divine control. This aligns with Lucifer's role in certain Gnostic beliefs. In this view, the Watchers were not corrupt but were trying to awaken mankind. However, mainstream religious traditions view their actions as heretical. Whether they were heroes or villains depends on perspective. Their role in history is still debated today. In some apocryphal writings, Azazel, a key Watcher, is depicted as a great corrupter. He is blamed for teaching mankind the art of war, deception, and seduction. His actions made humans more powerful, but also more sinful. This led to his punishment, where he was bound in chains under the desert. Some scholars compare Azazel to the serpent in Eden, who tempted humanity with knowledge. Both figures introduced wisdom that led to downfall. The Watcher's legacy is a warning about the cost of enlightenment. The role of the Watchers in esoteric traditions is fascinating. Some occult groups revere them as ancient guides. They claim that the Watchers' knowledge has been hidden in mystical teachings. Secret doctrines speak of angelic wisdom passed down through the ages. Were the Watchers truly evil, or were they misunderstood teachers? The debate continues among scholars and spiritual seekers. Their knowledge may have shaped the mystery religions and ancient priesthoods. The question remains, was their influence a blessing or a curse? The story of the Watchers raises philosophical and theological questions. Is knowledge inherently good or evil? Were they punished simply for sharing wisdom? Or was their true sin the corruption of the human soul? The Watchers' downfall suggests that power without morality leads to destruction. Humanity has long struggled with the balance between wisdom and righteousness. The Watchers' story serves as a lesson in the dangers of unrestricted knowledge. Their legacy continues to challenge how we view divine order and free will. Some interpretations suggest that the Watchers may have been connected to aliens. Ancient astronaut theorists claim that stories of sky beings may refer to extraterrestrial visitors. They believe the Watchers were beings from another world, mistaken for angels. This theory explains why they had advanced knowledge of science and technology. Could ancient humans have misinterpreted these visitors as divine messengers? If so, the Watcher's story may be a hidden history of early human contact with otherworldly beings. The truth remains elusive. The Watcher mythology extends beyond the Book of Enoch. Some Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions acknowledge them in different ways. In Islam, similar beings called the jinn share some traits with the Watchers. In Christian demonology, some Watchers became fallen spirits who still influence mankind. The fact that their story exists in multiple religious traditions suggests something deeper. Did multiple cultures experience similar events? If so, then the Watchers' impact on human history was profound. Their legacy spans across belief systems. Some scholars argue that the Watchers' punishment was too severe. They were bound in darkness, while other fallen angels roamed free. Was their crime greater than Lucifer's rebellion? Or were they simply used as an example? If their punishment was meant to deter others, did it succeed? Humanity still pursues knowledge, sometimes recklessly. Perhaps the Watchers' fate was not just about their sins, but about controlling the future. Their imprisonment may have been a warning to all celestial beings. Some apocalyptic texts suggest that the Watchers will rise again. Could they return in the last days to finish what they started? Some believe their influence is still felt in modern secret societies. If the Watchers' knowledge still exists, who holds it now? Many believe that powerful elites guard this wisdom for their own gain. If the Watchers' secrets are still being used, then their legacy is far from over. Their story may still be unfolding in ways we do not fully understand. Some researchers believe that the Watchers' punishment was not permanent. They were bound for 70 generations, according to the Book of Enoch. If a generation is about 70 years, their release could align with modern times. This has led to speculation that the Watchers are active again in the world. Are their secrets resurfacing in modern technology and artificial intelligence? Some believe that rapid advancements in science mirror the knowledge they once gave. If so, humanity may be treading the same dangerous path as before. The Watchers' role in ancient architecture is often discussed. Many mysterious structures defy conventional historical explanations. Could their knowledge be behind the pyramids, megaliths, and ancient temples? The precision of some ancient engineering suggests advanced understanding. Did humans figure this out alone, or did they have celestial guidance? Some traditions say the Watchers left behind hidden symbols and blueprints. If their knowledge was preserved in stone, we may still be unlocking their secrets today. The Nephilim, their offspring, were described as giants and mighty warriors. Some believe that fossil evidence of enormous human-like beings has been suppressed. Legends of giants exist across many cultures, from the Anakim in Canaan to the Titans of Greece. Could these myths be echoes of real encounters with Nephilim? If so, what happened to the last of their kind? Some believe they were hunted and destroyed, while others think they went into hiding. The Watchers' children may have left more than just stories behind. The Book of Jubilees provides another version of the Watchers' story. It states that only some of the Watchers rebelled, while others remained loyal to God. This suggests that not all celestial beings agreed with the corruption of humanity. If so, were there Watchers who tried to stop the rebellion? Were they ignored or silenced? If there were indeed good Watchers, their side of the story remains untold. The true nature of their role in human history may be more complex than we assume. Some believe the Watchers' story was deliberately removed from biblical texts. The Book of Enoch, which details their fall, was excluded from most versions of the Bible. Was this because it contradicted established doctrine, or did it reveal knowledge that religious authorities wanted hidden? Some argue that the story was too controversial, raising questions about divine justice. The fact that it remains an important part of Ethiopian Christianity suggests its significance. If the Watcher's story was censored, it raises even more mysteries. The Watcher's connection to astrology and the stars is intriguing. Some ancient civilizations built structures aligned with celestial bodies. The Watchers were said to have taught humans the secrets of the heavens. Could early astronomy have been influenced by them? Some believe the concept of star deities originated from their presence. If so, then astrology may be one of their lasting legacies. The idea that the heavens influence human destiny may have originated from the Watcher's teachings. The idea of divine beings taking human form appears throughout religious history. The Watchers were not the only ones said to descend and interact with mankind. Hinduism speaks of avatars, gods who take human shape. Greek mythology describes gods like Zeus fathering children with mortals. Could all these myths stem from a single ancient truth? If the Watchers were real, their actions may have inspired global religious traditions. The parallels between these stories suggest a common origin. Some believe that modern advancements in genetics mirror the Watchers' experiments. The idea of hybrid beings is no longer myth, but scientific possibility. Genetic modification, cloning, and transhumanism resemble their ancient actions. Are we unknowingly repeating their mistakes? Some religious scholars fear that we are opening the same forbidden doors. The consequences of the Watchers' interference led to destruction. If humanity follows in their footsteps, history may repeat itself. The role of the archangels in punishing the Watchers is often overlooked. Archangels like Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel were sent to stop them. They were tasked with binding the fallen angels and cleansing the earth. This battle between divine forces mirrors other celestial wars. Was the punishment of the Watchers also a battle of ideologies? Did some angels sympathize with them, or was their rebellion universally condemned? The spiritual war between obedience and free will is a theme that continues today. The idea of forbidden knowledge is a recurring theme in human history. The Watchers represent the age-old debate. Should knowledge be restricted? Were they villains for giving humans wisdom, or heroes for enlightening them? Throughout history, those who seek hidden truths are often persecuted. The Watchers may represent the tragic figures of wisdom lost. Their story may be a metaphor for the consequences of uncontrolled knowledge. Even today, humanity struggles with the same moral questions. Some believe the Watchers predicted the rise and fall of empires. If they had advanced knowledge of time and history, could they foresee the future? Some ancient prophecies may have originated from their teachings. The fall of Babylon, Rome, and other great civilizations may have followed patterns they understood. If this knowledge still exists, it may be used by powerful individuals today. Are modern leaders secretly following the Watchers' ancient wisdom? Some conspiracy theories suggest so. The Nephilim were said to be wiped out in the Great Flood, but were they? Some texts suggest that their bloodline continued after the deluge. The Bible even mentions giants appearing later in history, such as in the time of David. Did some Nephilim survive in secret, or did their genetics persist in humans? Some researchers believe evidence of giant skeletons has been hidden. If true, then the influence of the Watchers may still run through certain bloodlines today. The concept of a second rebellion in heaven is linked to the Watchers. Some apocalyptic texts suggest that another group of angels may have fallen later. This suggests that celestial beings still have free will. The Watchers were not the only ones who questioned divine authority. If another group of angels fell, what became of them? Are they still influencing the world today? The story of the Watchers may just be one chapter in a larger celestial conflict. Some believe that end-time events will reveal the Watchers' secrets. The Book of Revelation speaks of beings bound in the Euphrates River. Some speculate that these could be the imprisoned Watchers, waiting to be released. If they return, will they seek revenge, or will they try to redeem themselves? Prophecies warn of great deception in the last days. Could the Watchers be part of this deception? Their influence may still play a role in the final fate of humanity. The Watchers represent one of the greatest mysteries in religious history. Were they divine teachers, corrupt beings, or something else? Their knowledge shaped civilizations, but also led to great destruction. The debate about their true nature continues among theologians and historians. The hidden texts about them suggest that history may not be as simple as we think. If their influence still lingers, understanding them is crucial. The Watchers may be more than just a legend. They may be part of an unfinished story.